Yes. Uh, this person, Jacob. Yeah. And how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Now, in chapter 29, Jacob went on his journey, came into the land of the people of the east, and he looked, and behold, a well in the field. And lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place. And Jacob said unto them, My brethren, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. And he said unto them, Know ye Laban the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep. And he said, Lo, it is yet high day. Neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep, and go and feed them. And they said, We cannot until all the flocks be gathered together. Until they roll the stone away from the well's mouth, then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. Oh. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, yes, and that he was Rebekah's son, and she ran and told her father. And it came to pass when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him into his house. And he told Laban all these things. Now, Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Yes. Then in verse 18, Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. Yes. Uh, I just thought I should mention, yeah. Um, I think they were relatives. Yep. Now, back then, it was probably this way, yes. And that you would work to be able to actually get somebody to marry you. Yeah. hmm And he loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel. Laban said, It is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. Yeah. Jacob served the 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, Give me my wife, and my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a big feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, brought her to him, and he went in unto her. Oh, Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for a handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, Oh, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did I not serve thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? Laban said, It must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. He went into her, and it looks like they consummated the relationship. He woke up the next day and said, I had sex with your daughter Lee. You know, it would be upsetting, wouldn't it? If an individual, yes, had promised me that I could marry a woman, and I worked for 7 years to be able to consummate the relationship and have children with her. And instead, it was the firstborn daughter that I ended up having the relationship with. Quite a beguiling, really, when you think about it. Now, just so that I know, he didn't decide to do the old switcheroony, did you? As a man, I know it was dark. He couldn't see the actual. Well, let's say you decide to do the switcheroony with a corpse. Now you put a little electricity in it. Yes. Now, Paul, go in there and you worked for 7 years for this woman. She happens to be dead, but she feels warm to the touch. She's drunk, unconscious. Poop! I consummate the marriage thinking that I'm married to an actual live woman that happens to be dead at the time of the consummation of the marriage. You didn't you didn't use any corpses as if they were the live individual that that'd be quite the beguiling. Find out you work for 7 years and you end up having sex with a dead woman. Because